Hi, I'm Claude from Wilderness Skills. Welcome to this video with this bladder system from Source Tactical Gear. The system from Source Tactical Gear is called the Rider. It can hold 3 liters and the dimensions is 36 centimeters in height, 25 centimeters in width and approximately 7 centimeters in depth when it's totally filled up. The weight is 480 grams and you can get it in coyote and multicam. The length of the hose is 94 centimeters. The whole carrying system here is equipped with a 5mm insulating system, which keeps the water from freezing when you're out in the cold and from heating up when you're out in the hot areas. And it works. Let's look at some of the details on the bladder system. Let's look at the details. Up here in the top you'll have a small carrying handle. Then you have 3 rows of pals. And you have a single piece of Velcro where you can place a name tag or what you like. Then you have the lid itself giving access to the bladder system. Down here in the bottom you have a large D-ring which you can pull, and then you have a snap lock here to secure the flap, and it is also secured by a large piece of Velcro. So it's just a matter of pulling, then you have full access to the bladder area. Now 2 large zippers here, dimensions to its purpose, where you have a couple of strings attached to them. And here you can see the padding for the insulation. Then we have the 4 buckles here, where you can attach the bladder system to your plate carrier or your backpack. The bladder system is made for attachment to a plate carrier or outside a backpack. As you can see, they are placed at an angle. It's called the Cross Quick Connect Attachment System, and because of this cross draw system, it holds the bladder really tight to your body or your plate carrier and prevents it to dangle around. Really good feature. Looking here on the bottom, there is a small drainage hole, so if you get water inside your bladder, the water can drain out of that one. Looking here on the back side, you can see there are 2 small shoulder straps here without any padding or anything. They're also equipped with 2 pieces of Velcro where you can secure your drinking hose. These are sewn on the shoulder straps. On the shoulder straps you have a couple of openings where you can place carabiners or whatever you like all the way down here. Then we have a sternum strap, also with a really nice buckle. The sternum strap is adjustable up and down, and it is removable. Going further down you have a long piece of webbing where you can adjust the tightness of the shoulder straps. It is quite long, as you can see here, and it has a small elastic band here. So when you have adjusted the length of this piece of webbing, you can just roll it up. And then you can secure the excess webbing with this small elastic band, so you don't have webbing dangling around when you're moving. Really nice. Then there is a small D-ring down here. There is no buckle where you can detach the shoulder straps, but there is a small D-ring, and you can then detach the straps from the D-ring using this small piece of webbing here. And you can of course do this in both sides. And then there is a small pocket here on the back side, secured by a piece of Velcro. And then you can take your shoulder straps, put them inside here. And take these small pieces of webbing here also, stuff them in. And now you have a really streamlined bag which you can attach to your plate carrier. Let's access the bladder system. Really nice and easy. It is secured by a piece of webbing here with Velcro. And the bladder system, where it's connected here with the hose, it has the QMT, the quick mate technology, which prevents water in coming out when you detach the hose. On the carrying system itself, there are 4 openings, one up here in each corner and one here on each side. So you can actually take your hose and then you can feed it through here. So you can choose if your hose should come over your shoulder or under your armpit. Really, really nice. Then you just detach your hose and then you can take out the bladder itself. As you might be able to see, there is a small divider here. This makes the bladder system more stable when you have a lot of water in it, so the water will not slosh around, it will just be kept stable in here. It's a really nice feature. And as you can see, there is no ring or anything here where you can fill in your water. But as on the platypus system, there is a large opening up here in the top. And in this way you have full access to fill up your drinking system. So let's fill some water into the bladder, and instead of doing it the traditional way, I will use another way. But first I'll put the bladder inside the carrying system again. Here on the hose you have the storm valve with the 90-degree angle and a 360-degree movement. You take that off, and then I have the universal tube adapter. This is a really cool gadget. It fits on most drinking bottles and on water hoses. You just put that on. It has the quick mate technology, so you can just put it on the hose and then you just fill up your bladder. And I have 1.5 liters of water here. And in about 50 seconds I will have 1.5 liters of water inside the bladder. Really nice gadget. I really love this system here. This makes it really easy for you to fill up your bladder instead of having to take out your bladder either from the back of your plate carrier, or if you have your bladder system inside a backpack. You can just use this universal tube adapter. It goes really fast. So in less than a minute, 1.5 liters of water inside your bladder system. Really nice. And because you have this quick mate technology, a lot of the different water purifiers actually also fit onto this. This is a Aquamura Frontier Pro, so you just snap that on. And you drink right out of it. Really nice feature. But let's place the bladder system here on my plate carrier. So the way to place the bladder system on the plate carrier is quite simple. You just place it here squarely on the back, unbuckle the 4 buckles, and pull them through the pouch webbing here, and then when you have to tighten them, you just do the cross tightening, and then it'll be really nice fitting towards the back of the plate carrier. While I'm putting the bladder on my plate carrier, I'll tell you a little bit about the protection system there are inside the bladder system to prevent the growth of bacteria. But first I'm going to show you a little trick. How it's really easy to get the buckles through the pouch webbing. Instead of doing it the traditional way, where you have the pointy ends of the buckles and you press them through the hole here, that can be quite troublesome sometimes. I do it in another way. I turn them around and then I actually pull here on this small tab here. Makes it really easy. The bladder system has a taste-free system. That is the glass-like liner technology in the reservoir and the tube, which delivers pure liquid taste with no plastic flavor. And that goes for even both the cold water and also if you have hot water. And you can actually have water up to 60 degrees centigrade up in here, and there is no odor or taste of plastic as there is sometimes in some of the other bladder systems. This glass-like technology is a multi-layer polyethylene film using Source's glass-like technology, which prevents biofilm buildup, making the system self-cleaning. The glass-like film is 2000% smoother than standard TPU film, with almost no difference from glass itself, and this makes the build-up of bacteria really hard and difficult. And then you have the bacteria-free system, it's the Grunge Guard, It's a antimicrobial technology which blocks the bacterial growth for the life of the system inside the bladder. If I'm going to share my own experiences with the system, well, I've been using this for some time now, and I really like it. The fact that the bladder system is so tight on the plate carrier makes it really easy to carry, and also this divider inside the bladder itself, making or preventing the water sloshing around, is a really good feature. Then I also like there are 4 ports going out, 2 here, so you can have the hose coming from underneath, and the 2 here on the top, so you can have it coming from over your shoulder. Gives you a lot of flexibility. And also the fact that Source Tactical Gear has put some pouch webbing here on the front of the bladder makes it really easy to put on a extra bag here with either the universal tube adapter or a water cleaning system. I also like the hose, the short hose, with the 90-degree angled storm valve, and the storm valve is really easy to use. You just take off the cover, turn the mouthpiece 45 degrees, and then you pull out, and then you're free to drink. When you're done drinking, you just press in the valve and put on the cover, or you can just take off the cover, put the valve in the mouth and drink, and then just put the cover on again. That will close the valve. You don't need the 45 degree of turning again. It is still 100% watertight, and it works. I tried it a lot. What I also like with the storm valve is that no matter how you get a hold of your hose, either coming here from over your shoulders or underneath, you can always just turn the valve, because you can turn it 360 degrees, so it will always fit right into your mouth. And it's also pretty easy to clean. You just need to detach it from the hose, take off the protective cover, and then here in the bend you place your both thumbs. Then with your index finger you just pull towards yourself like this, and then the 2 small plastic legs here and the valve itself, you just press them together, and then you can take it apart, and then you can clean up the 2 O-rings and the valve system itself. Really easy. And you just put it together the reverse way and make a function check. Works perfectly. Then I also like the 5mm layer of insulation in the carrying system. I've used this bladder system up here in Sweden down to minus 11 degrees, and the water didn't freeze inside the bladder. It froze here in the hose and up here in the valve, but that was because that I hadn't drank from it from a couple of hours. So I just undid the hose down here in the bladder, put the hose inside really close to my body, and it rethawed really fast. And then of course you have the quick mate technology, where you can just detach the hose, no water will leak, and the same goes up here with the drinking valve. Really nice feature. So if I'm gonna give this system here a grading where I compare price to quality, well, I've been able to find it online in US stores for $85 for the Coyote and about $90 for the Multicam, and that brings me to a grading of 9. If I'm going to look at the usability, I'll also give it a solid 9. The only thing that brings the grading down is that I might lack a extra pocket here on the outside, where I could put in my universal tube adapter or my water purification system or something else. And then maybe also here inside on the bladder system, maybe a filling cap here. I know it could be a problem because of the divider, but that's my personal preferences. Apart from that, it is really top quality, and it is a nice system. And I like all the small extra gadgets that you can get for this system. and it is quite affordable also. So that's all that I had to tell you about this bladder system, the Rider from Source Technical Gear. If you want to see my coming videos, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.